Douglas MacArthur was born on January 26 in Little Rock, Arkansas. He was the third son of Arthur MacArthur, a late Army senior ranking officer, and son of Mary Hardy MacArthur. She was an ambitious woman. Douglas MacArthur attended West Point in 1903 and received incredibly high honors in his class. He would then serve the next 10 years as a junior engineering officer. He would also follow this with 4 years on a general staff. In the year 1914, he spent several months with U.S. troops that would be occupying Veracruz, Mexico. During the 1920s, Douglas MacArthur became a superintendent at West Point. However, this was not one of the only things he did, as he took commands in the Philippines. He also headed the 1928 American Olympic Committee. He made advances in his rank from brigadier general to major general. General MacArthur was criticized greatly during the Great Depression when the Bonus Army marched on Washington and he sent military troops to counter them. General MacArthur was recalled into duty in July of 1941, where he would take upon action against the Japanese who occupied the Philippines. General MacArthur would make a decision to invade the Philippines, and he would attack Morotai, Leyte, and Mindoro in the autumn of 1944. However, even in this time, he would receive very little assistance from the Pacific Fleet. His largest operation would be the Luzon campaign, which would last 7 months in 1945. He was in charge of the surrender ceremony in Tokyo Bay on September 2, 1945. He would also head up the Far East Command in Japan. The Korean War began in 1950. General MacArthur was chosen to lead the commanding United Nations forces there. In the year 1951, General MacArthur was relieved of his duty because of insubordination by the President Harry S. Truman. Despite of this, General MacArthur received a lot of support from the general public. In the years 1944, 1948, and 1952, the Conservative Republican Party tried in vain to get MacArthur's nomination for presidency. MacArthur would die in Washington, D.C. in 1964 at the age of 84.